Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Master RKO, and we are back with yet another Mastering Black Ops Cold War video. By the time of this recording, I don't think I've gotten any actual episodes out yet. We're still going through the VOD series, but I'm hoping that as time goes on, we should, by the time you see this, have already had a couple episodes out. I was playing a few League Play matches, and this one in particular was a really decent one. Ended up playing some League Play and got into a really good match, and it kind of ebbed and flowed a little bit, and it required a pretty decent comeback, and also a very nice play on my part. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and take a look at this one and just kind of see what we like on it. So we've got the CDL Hardpoint down here. If you don't know, you can actually go through your multiplayer setting, not the League Play area, but the multiplayer theater to view your CDL stuffs too. So without further ado, I figured we would go ahead and hop in to this match. So this was Raid Hardpoint. We had actually went over this in a previous video, and we are going to go ahead and, from the vote you guys said on Twitter, you guys just kind of wanted to go with me on my own little adventure here. So starting here off the break, I was running the Krieg. I kind of wanted to stay at a little bit of a distance and pick people off. That dude in mid I picked off at the start, knowing that this gun was going to have a decent accuracy. And all I'm kind of doing here is watching arches, kind of picking people off as they cross. I kind of got a little greedy on that one and died as we were kind of peeking out to try and pick someone off. Here I get absolutely destroyed coming off the break here. But right now we're just trying to get this hill locked down. This is the ring hill. It's kind of a little bit of a push and shove hill, but with about 13 seconds left, we've kind of split it back and forth. I pick off one kill and decide that, okay, we need to rotate. Unfortunately, the enemy team was already there. I do get one kill, and I pre-aim this little angle. I believe the enemy team has already rotated in this instance. I'm going to play this little window with a Krieg, but what I like to do when I'm playing this angle is I will actually keep that little angle back there. Let me see if I can actually pop us back a little bit. Maybe not. I know this League plays a little weird when we come back. So here we go. So I get this kill here, and I'm playing an AR, so I'm going to play back at this back angle here. And as I wrap around, when I play this window, I will also play cash. And what this does is it will give people on the inside a little bit of room to cover, but I can also continue to push back and forth between this little elbow to help out my team as they push front. You're basically lightening the load by doing this. Unfortunately, I didn't see the guy rotate into cash who was waiting for me, so I end up getting picked off there. Pushing back to the point, this one was kind of stupid. We probably should have just kept where we were to go get Garage, but we do want some scrap time, so I push back into this elbow. I get one kill. I think I gotta push to see if anybody else is there, but I end up dying by a dude crouching, and I'm hoping for a spawn out. Unfortunately, my players have already pushed in, so we're already getting behind. In that instance, we probably should have just switched spawns and kept in Garage. Unfortunately, we end up pushing this Garage hill. There's one person up here on the van, so I nade him. And playing this little off angle with a Krieg is really difficult. This hill is absolutely terrible for ARs. What I'm trying to do in here is just kind of get into Garage and get some info, kind of push through. We're spawning on this side because they've got someone back water and they're just holding that angle. Some dude destroys me from this little weight room area, and now I'm like, okay, well, with 10 seconds left, there's no point. I switched to a XM because I'm getting gunned. I'm like, okay, well, they're using LC10s and stuff, so if like, I'll even make a note, like, if a team's using AKs and Kriegs, I won't try to use anything that's been GA'd, but if I see other players using, or if I see the enemy team using GA'd weapons or banned weapons, then for me, it's no holds barred. So I pop out this XM, saw the dude get a kill there, end up picking off a guy at the back stairs, and then I realized they're spawning there. I get this guy like uber one shot. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work out for me. The enemy team is spawning there, so I'm just trying to survive, but end up getting pushed out. So right now they have basketball fully covered. They got some trophies, so I check a nade just to see where it's like popping from. We end up pushing in one more time. My teammate there actually gets some pretty decent kills, and I end up using this little basketball heady to try and lock down the rest of this time. Get a couple kills here. I know there's a guy that just died behind me, so snap with the 180 to get that kill. And then we're back onto middle. Now, I mentioned this in the Hardpoint video. I will always do this little wrap. So what this does is it's going to... You'll see my teammates, they're also wrapping too. So he's going to die. He's going to spawn right there. So what this does is it creates a whole, basically a scramble drill for the enemy team. I get caught sprinting on that elbow. But it basically creates this giant scramble drill. Everyone's coming from every direction. It gives us this side of a point, which I prefer to push from this side, to be honest. And now we're just kind of set up. I'm playing this little elbow portion. There's a guy around that corner. There's a guy in kitchen 2. I pick him off, and then I get absolutely annihilated from arches again. And now we restart the rotation. So at this point, I am rolling back towards ring. I'm trying to play this van angle, really just to pick people off coming up the street. I kind of push a little bit further to see if I can get someone off art. I see the dude in window barely. He ends up picking me off because he somehow backsteps into the window. I don't even know if he meant to do that. So I immediately come back to this position because I know this is still a power position. I can get a couple kills here. No one's in the hill, so I don't know what I was looking at. But then I get taken out again. So right now I'm 17 and 12. I am positive. But right now I'm just not liking what I'm doing. I sit back at this little heady, help pick off the guy in the window, and we get this little bit of scrap time. But you'll see, once I get this, I realize 20 seconds. We really, really need this kitchen hill, like bad. So I go ahead, instead of pushing through tree, I wrap all the way back through here. Excuse me. And I'm going to go ahead and go right back to this heady. Unfortunately, Mr. Tyler had me scouted out, knew exactly where I was going to be. So at this point, they're using LC10s and stuff. I switched to an LC10 just to kind of get on the same level, because I know if I can get on the same level gun-wise as these guys, I can outslay them. So this is where the game kind of goes nuts. So I trigger discipline him just because I didn't know if he was going to run to the kitchen. Throw out a stun. That dude tries to chow me. Not exactly sure what his plan was there. His teammate definitely knew that he died. And at this point, I'm just going to play this close heady. I realize that they're getting pressure towards the front, and they're dropping like flies. So I come in and play this little off angle that I also mentioned. Get a kill there from the guy in mid. That dude pushes. I kill him. Unfortunately, I get picked off by the last guy. But we're getting some quality hill time. And at this point, with 7 seconds left, I'm like, we need to rotate. Did not see that guy in that elbow corner. That's just awful. So here's where the game sort of turns. And you'll notice it really quick. So I push him with an LC10. This guy's here. He kills me. My thought process at this point is, we need to break this hill. Like, absolutely. But the thing is, we need to push together. So we all stack on this side to try and get one solid push. There's a guy on the van. I focus him and get a kill there. One of our teammates dies, but my buddy picks up another guy. We all flood in. YM kills the guy at the back, and we do a full team push together. So now we have 20 seconds to kind of fill the point, and I'm like, well, shoot. Like, we can't stay here. So I'm like, we got to go to basketball if we want any chance of winning this. So I push out, which then causes another teammate to push out, or he spawns out. So me and this guy are back here by basketball. I get a timing kill on that guy. Me and my teammate are here at elbow. He tries to get a kill. I get a kill out front because I'm like, okay, well, if I can help these guys push in. But I think what ends up happening in this instance is we don't have anyone pushing front, and this is where we kind of fail. We probably could have won off of this hill going into mid had we had more pressure in the front. We kind of get into a rhythm where we're spawning back here, and we just kind of funnel through. So if you have the chance, push through the front instead. You can see they're spawning out front. I get a kill there, but I die to the guy in gazebo. There's also a guy close, and we're just basically... At this point, I'm like, we choked this. Like, we had a chance. We were on rotation. And at this point, we got to rotate. I'm like, we just got to rotate. Set up for mid. Just worry about mid. If we can hold this, if we can get set up, we're great. Luckily, two teammates decide to do the exact same thing with me. And I push over to this corner, pick off one guy, and I'm like, they're going to be coming steps. They got to be coming water steps. We're still spawning here. They toss a stun there. And we're just kind of set up in our little scramble drill. Huge pick here. So I get 3 kills. We're going to go ahead and back this up a little bit just to kind of watch what happens. So, we're going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit. So we die. I'm like, okay, let's rotate. So we're rotating here. And what it's end up going to happen is, I don't know if it will let me view the map. So right now, where am I? Oh, I think I died. These guys are coming up here. So what's happening is, those guys are working their way up water stairs. I did not know this, and we're going to focus on this part a little bit too. This video would have been a little bit quicker, but we're going to focus on this part here because this is the spot that kind of things get interesting. So I'm pushing up here. We rotate in here. I get that kill. Now, my teammates... We've got one guy, their team has their 2 guys that just died, and they're currently pushing here. So this guy comes in here. I think this is the guy that I kill. But they have all 3 of their people water steps. This is what you don't want to do, and this is why this little scramble drill works. Because we just had all that happen. All 4 of their guys spawn on one side. And instead of wrapping anybody through, you can see they've got somebody. 2 people are going gazebo. They're working their way towards a water step, so they're staggered already. 1 guy in kitchen. We... Oh, I see what it's doing. It's not letting me view the map from my side. I see what it's doing. Anywho, okay, so here we go. So here's how we're set up. So we did our little scramble drill. I'm not that light blue of what we're looking at. I'm actually over the far right blue arrow that you can see. I'm all the way over there watching the steps. So we know that those 3 are coming up that main step area. We've got 2 other people who are watching kitchen and the stairs, and 1 guy that just spawned back kitchen because they're pushing up mid. So what ends up happening... As we go in slow motion here, They push up their stairs. My guy beside me dies. I kill that guy there. Get the double kill with like 0 health. And my ballsy ass just chows him. Gets the kill. And now we're set up. We've got 4 people here. And now what we're going to look at is they're all spawning garage side because of where we set up. So they're all spawning garage side. So we rotate over. You can look on the map. You got one guy that's probably back basketball. And my 2 guys have moved to the left side of the point. So we're waiting for these guys now. So I'm waiting and waiting. YM gets a pick. This guy starts to like peek on that side. I pick off another guy coming up the stairs. This guy YOLOs himself in there. I pick him off as well. Jump in the point. I die. But they get the trades. And we're all here. So right here, and I've never had a map like this. We're tied going into the next hill. We know we're not going to win off this, so we get as much time as we can. I get full blinded. Absolutely running into a corner. I'm getting shot at, and I survive the dude arches. Now, here's where it gets interesting. We have us 3 are going art, and our teammates, or our teammate is wrapping the other side. While they... See, there's where we are. We have the one teammate wrapping through the other side. While they are set up, they've got the one guy in arches, one guy in front art, and the 2 guys watching the stairs and in laundry. I get naded. Unlucky. They're on the point. Buddha gets a kill. Now we're contesting. So here's where things get chaotic. So I help with that. I jump in the point because I'm like, okay, I gotta start getting in the point. I help out by getting a kill. We get 2. We're contesting again. We're up 2 now. I drop, and I'm like, shoot. Like, all right, we gotta keep going. Still contesting. We're tied at this point. 9 points between each player. We're tied, and we're just contesting. And my whole thought, so this little thing, what I was doing there, which probably didn't do anything in the long run. What I basically did there, we'll go and speed up to that spot. So what I'm doing here is I'm playing these little concrete bricks. Like right now I'm playing the rocks because I'm just trying to use them as a head glitch. Because I know they're going to kind of like sneak around the corner like that. He just shoulder peeks me and absolutely rips my face off. But here what I was trying to do is use these little cinder blocks as a head cover, but I also didn't want to give myself up. So if I can use these little things as cover to pick off some people in the hill, I'm going to. Unfortunately, I get taken out by the guy there, but my teammates get kills in the hill. So now we're up. We're still getting kills in the hill. I go right back to this spot, and that is where this game ends. I get a couple kills coming off the hill, and we get the victory. So one more time, it comes off here, and we're actually going to see if we can find a way to view this from the map's point of view. So you can see up here, we're all kind of circling around the map here, and we're just kind of getting kills. I jump in the hill. I'm the one that dies there. And we're just all playing around them cinder blocks. And then there I come running up from that top arrow. We're still getting kills. We got one person van, one person laundry, one person on the right side. We're all just holding that kind of right side, making them challenge us from a distance. That's how we basically get the win. So, hopefully, I don't know if my game is absolutely going crazy and lagging out or what, but hopefully this bit of a video helps with kind of the strategy of the comeback. The big turn came when we decided to finally push as a team. We pushed as a team. Yeah, this game's going crazy. We pushed as a team. We got that big run going into garage. Unfortunately, we choked the basketball hill, but going to that middle hill, running that little what I guess call the scramble drill at this point, but running that little bit of a flank to help free up mid gave me a chance to get that 3-piece in mid to really set us up to make them kind of force their way in. And then we just made plays. My 3 teammates basically held the right side. I tried to pick off people as they tried to wrap through the building, but they just kind of were forced to face smash at the end. And we got a big win. We were all stoked. We were screaming and yelling. It was a huge comeback. We were so happy. The team was absolutely pissed. But it was a fantastic win, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you would like me to cast over this video, because that was also one of the options, go and leave a comment in the comments requesting a cast, or if you would like a sort of like a full team overview, like with the arrows and stuff, and a little more of an analysis, go and leave that in the comments as well. And if there's any specific map gameplays you would like, let me know. I'll, with the random maps, that would be difficult, but I'll still try to do it. And if you like the content that you've been seeing so far, go ahead and click that subscribe button. As always, I am Master RKO. We've had the smooth jazz playing in the background, so we'll have a smooth outro. Adios.